This is Bill Hornbarger, Chief Investment Officer at Benjamin F. Edwards, with three things to watch for the week of July 7th, 2025. Well, as has been the case for most of the year, trade and trade policies will be front and center. Wednesday, July 9th, was the end of the 90-day pause on tariffs. And there's been a little bit of uncertainty about what happens next, but it appears that for many countries, it's been extended to August 1st. However, early on Monday morning, officials from the administration have been out in the press saying that letters are starting to go out and that it will be a busy next 48 hours in terms of trade announcements. All this comes with the markets at record high levels. And if we get any disappointing news or surprising news, it probably does leave the stock market a little vulnerable. But we'll keep an eye on that. On the data front, last week was packed despite it was a 4-day work week. So this week, the highlight's going to be the NFIB, National Federation of Independent Business, Small Business Optimism Index. Small business, big drivers of the economy, particularly employment. That number's really yo-yo. Right after the election last fall, very strong, was up 6 or 7 months in a row. Once kind of all the tariff narrative started to take over in the markets, it fell pretty sharply. And then we posted a strong rebound last month. This month expected to trend sideways. Again, small business, a lot of uncertainty, particularly as it relates to trade policy. So they've reined in the horns a little bit, pulled back on hiring, pulled back on investment, and just kind of in a wait and see mode. So we'll keep an eye on that also. And then finally, it's going to be a big week for global central banks, particularly in Asia. Australia, New Zealand, Malaysia, South Korea all meet. We'll talk about rates. Of those four countries, Australia is expected to cut rates. That would be, I believe, the third interest rate cut from the Bank of Australia this year. So again, as inflation moderates, as global activity moderates, as uncertainty is relatively high as it relates to trade policy right now, we see a lot of central banks thinking about cutting rates or actually cutting rates.